So here we are on the third live that I'm running alongside my course here on Insight Timer. And that's Louise Hay's Nurturing and Healing Your Inner Child. And it's fabulous to be here. I've been meaning to do this course for so long. And I really have put probably more into it than I don't know. It's just that there is a lot in there. But there's a lot we need to unravel around it, isn't there? So it doesn't matter how old you are, there is a little child within you who needs your love. As children, when something went wrong, we kind of tended to believe that there was something wrong with us. Children can develop the idea that if they could only do it right, then their parents or other caregivers would love them and they wouldn't punish them. In time, the child believes there is something wrong with me. I'm not good enough. And as we grow older, we carry these false beliefs with us. We learn to reject ourselves. And there's a parent inside each of us as well as a child. And most of the time, the parent scolds the child almost non-stop. So if we listen to our inner dialogue, we can hear the scolding, can't we? We can hear it. We can hear the parent tell the child what she's doing wrong or how he isn't good enough. I just remember it so vividly. I mean, years ago, I found for some really silly mistake, I was just calling myself, you stupid, you're so stupid. I must have said it over and over. And I wasn't just saying it in my head because I was in the car alone. I was saying to myself over and over. And in the end, I was just at a junction, you know, ready to come out of a junction. And I just said, you know, and this is before Louise Hay, before any of this stuff. And I just said, enough saying this to yourself. And it's just incredible until we start becoming aware of the awful, the terrible things that we can say to ourselves. Jackie, I've been thinking about time. Maybe that's what that's referencing. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. That's interesting. That's a really interesting thought. So we need to allow our parent inside us to become more nurturing to our inner child that's inside us. So help your inner child to relax and open up. And sometimes traumatic beliefs about life, about relationships, and maybe money too, begin at a very young age. And then it's the terrified inner child who is the one making all sorts of decisions, including some big financial ones, and just blocking their abundance. Does that resonate? It sure resonates with me, that's for sure, because that was my story for many, many years. And working with the inner child is extremely valuable in helping to heal the hurts of the past. And at this point in our lives, right now, we need to begin to make ourselves whole and accept every part of who we are. And we need to communicate with our inner child and let them know that we accept the part that did all those kind of stupid things, the part that was funny looking, the part that was scared, the part that was maybe a bit foolish or even downright silly. In fact, every single part of ourselves. And Louise Hay said, love is the greatest healing power. And she was damn right, because love really can heal even the deepest and most painful memories, because love brings the light of understanding to the dark corners of our minds. And, you know, I believe and I hope that no matter how painful our early childhood was, loving our inner child now will help us to heal him, will help us to heal her, and will help us to heal them. In the privacy of our own minds, we can make new choices and absolutely think new thoughts. thoughts of forgiveness, just like those cards we're looking at just now, and that love for our inner child, well, that's going to open pathways. And the universe is ready to support us in our efforts. I'll just check on Siva. The school system also adds to the lack of, absolutely. Well, everything, I find that everything comes along to confirm it. It's like we find the patterns start arriving, because I do kind of feel that if we didn't feel it, if you ever find that somebody says something that you kind of, you just literally, it doesn't affect you. Have you ever found that, like something really quite nasty, but you just think, what an idiot, why are they saying that? Because subconsciously, somewhere deep inside, you don't actually feel it, you don't believe it. It's when the things that people say to us that really hurt us, it's because we already subconsciously, it's even in our nervous system, we believe it already. And so that's why, that's my belief anyway. But I agree with you, definitely. Schools and mines, definitely, because I grew up with with primary school and senior school with nuns who were running the show. Whoa, and they were pretty on it. But I do believe that if I hadn't already felt a lot of those feelings, those thoughts, beliefs, whatever, that wounding wouldn't have wounded me as much. And sometimes it didn't, because they didn't count either in some ways. So it's complex, isn't it? It's a real complex. So thank you, Siva. That's really, really a good point, because and we're, when we go to school, when we're very young, I'm now actually a couple of traumatic experiences, traumatic with a small t, are coming to mind. But yeah, absolutely, I agree with, definitely, to a point, absolutely. I mean, yes, agree, Liz. Yeah. Very true, Pia. Thank you. Monica went to a Catholic school for 8 years, and I had a fridge magnet said I went to a Catholic school and I survived or something. Or maybe I'll hunt it out for next time if I've still got it, because I've got a whole side of a fridge that's full of magnets, because it used to be a thing. But it kind of tickled me anyway, because we survived. And when someone says they hate my red hair, it doesn't affect me, because I have brown hair. Because what you've dyed it red, have you? Yeah, my middle daughter's dyed her hair. She's very ginger. So you see, naturally, I mean, and it's also definitely. I mean, for instance, like sometimes my ex-husband, I mean, there wasn't a lot he wouldn't call me or he wouldn't say to me, to be honest. Some things I remember laughing at him because they were so ludicrous, they were so stupid, and I just didn't feel them. But other things, it was almost like it just really, cut you like a knife. It felt so painful, so painful. Yeah, Monica, yes, I can relate. I survived too. Oh dear, I know. Bless their hearts. Got a lot of forgiveness around that. Actually, there might be some more forgiveness work needed for them, actually. Yeah, just thinking about it. So today we're going to get back in touch with the inner child that feels unloved, feels not good enough, and let's do some serious emotional healing. So I'm going to now guide you through a meditation to do just that. So let's sit back if you're able to, as long as you're not driving, you're not doing other stuff with sharp knives or machinery. If you're able to, you can sit back and relax. Maybe if you're mixed company, but you can still sit and listen, you can just bring your eyes to a soft gaze, or you can close your eyes. Oh, I see. No, really have brown hair. Just example for you. Mention that you have to believe. Oh, I see. And now I'm with you. I took it to another level, didn't I, Meg? Now, with this meditation, quite a lot of emotions can come to the surface. With this one and with all of these inner child meditations, to be honest. So I want you to be really gentle with yourself as we progress. And also, do you have that cuddly teddy or that cushion or a cuddly toy that I mentioned earlier? It's just going to give you a little bit more soothing. It's going to really help you connect. And I did say I'm going to go and get my daughter's ones over there. Hang on a sec. So my girls have different soft toys now because Jellycat is a really big thing. I presume it's a big thing everywhere. It's not just in the UK. And so they love having Jellycats. But this, I'm going to go in order. So this is Tilly. So any of you out there know who Tilly is? Used to live on a canal boat back in the 90s. I'm not sure she's still around now. That was Julia's. And then we have Lydia's that she got when she was a baby. So she was so Julia got this when she was about 3, and just took it everywhere. And Tilly was a bit cheeky as well. This one Lydia got when she was a little baby, and so was attached to him. Well, actually, for a while we had to keep him away because it was, the ribbon and things. But later on, yeah, attached to all the time. And she called him Rice Pudding. Lydia's always had a very interesting sense of humor, dynamic. I don't know what it is. And then we have, and this was Grace's. So I bought this for Grace. Yeah, when she came home from the hospital. Well, I had it ready for her. And Giraffe. It's just called Giraffe. So here they all are. Oh yeah, no, yes, that's right. I'm getting my Rosie and my Tilly mixed up. Oh, Lucy, yes, I am. Tots TV. Tilly was Tots TV. I'm getting Rosie from the canal boat mixed up, but Tilly was French, which makes no bearing on it. I don't know why that matters, but she was also very cheeky. What were the other names? Anyway, never mind. We don't want to digress. Let's put them here. Oh, that's so funny. Tots TV. Oh my goodness, she loved Tots TV. Right, I've got them ready right here. So do you have your Tom and Tiny? That's it. Tom was very, very kind of sensible, wasn't he? And Tiny was even cheekier than Tilly. That's so funny. Thank you, Lucy, for reminding me and bringing me back there. That's really lovely. So whatever you've got to cuddle, if you're able to cuddle, and as long as you're not driving, as I said, and it's safe for you to sit or lie back, just give yourself permission to relax, closing down your eyes, or take them to a soft gaze. And just take some deep, easy breaths. Let everything go. Allow your breath to travel down your body, grounding you to Mother Earth. You are safe here. You are supported. And just notice your breath slowing down all on its own. Just letting go of any tension in the body. I'd like you to visualize or imagine yourself as a little child of 5. Hold out your arms and say to this child, I am your future, and I have come to love you. Embrace this child lovingly, and then bring her with you to the present time. See the 2 of you standing in front of a mirror, looking at each other lovingly. As you stand there, you become aware that there are so many parts of you that are still missing. So once again, let us go back in time to the very moment you were born. You have just come out of the birth canal, or you have come out of the womb in some other way. And it may have been a difficult trip. You feel the cold air and their bright lights, and someone might have just smacked you. You have arrived. You are here to live a whole lifetime. So love that little tiny baby. Love that baby. Now, move forward in time to the moment when you first began to walk. You would stand up and fall down and stand up and fall down. Then suddenly you took a step and then another, and you were walking, and you were so proud of yourself. So love that little toddler. Love that toddler. Now move forward in time to your first day at school. Maybe you didn't want to leave your mother, but you knew you had to go. Maybe you didn't want to leave, but you went. You took your first steps over the threshold. You might have been scared, but you did it. You were doing the best you could. So love that little child. Love that child. Then remember your life around the age of 10 and all the stuff that was going on then. It may have been wonderful. It may have been difficult. And you were doing the best you could to survive. And you made it. So love that child. Love that child. Now go to the time you were just entering puberty and all that was going on then. It was exciting and it was scary and maybe more than you could handle. But you got through it. You did the best you could and you got through it. So love that teenager. Love that teenager. Now, go to the time of your first job and how exciting it was to earn money. You wanted so badly to make a good impression, and there was so much to learn. And you did the best you could. So love that person. Love that woman. Love that man. And then go to another milestone in your life. It may have been embarrassing or painful or wonderful. Whatever it was, you were doing the best you could at the time with the understanding, the knowledge, and the awareness that you had then. So love that person. Love that woman. Love that man. Now, gather all the many parts of yourself and bring all of them forward in time to the present moment. And see yourself standing in front of the mirror with all of your selves. And realize that you are looking at the richness and fullness of your life. Of course, there were difficult times and painful times and embarrassing times and times of confusion. And that's all right. It's part of life. So love all of yourself. Just love all of yourself. Now, all of you turn around. And as you look ahead, you see a person standing before you with arms outstretched, saying, I am your future, and I have come to love you. This is an endless opportunity to love ourselves, past, present, and future. Loving and accepting every part of ourselves is healing. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out if you wish. One more time. Just take a deep breath in and sigh it out, bringing your awareness back to your room. And if your eyes are closed, you can gently open them now. So let me know in the comments what came up for you in this meditation. It sure is a powerful one. I always love sharing it. I'm just gonna quick. There they go. Back to bed. Hey. Okay, so let me know. Did it resonate? Could you picture yourself easily? Yeah. Yeah, interesting. Even for me, all this time, so many times I've shared that. Because part of my coaching, we look at inner child work, of course. And that's one that I share. And it can often bring tears. So if there are tears, please be very, very gentle with yourself. Grab yourself some tissues if you need to. Remember what Louise said, that tears are the river of life. We need to let them flow. It's okay. Sometimes it's difficult to visualize the different ages, and that's okay as well. Oh, thank you, Amik. Thank you, Lucy. Wow, wow, so powerful. Yeah, it is. It is. And every time it still gets me. It still gets me, and I still feel like I feel the tears trickling in the back of my eyes. It's a lovely, lovely thing to do for ourselves. I really feel that. And of course, the inner child, but all the inner children, all the different little ones that are there. If you like to look at it that way, or it's your little one at different ages. That's another way of looking at it. Kim, emotions, yes, easily, yeah, absolutely. So I'm holding space for you. I know, you know, even though I can't see you and we're not in the same room physically, I want you to know that I am here for you. And if you decide to come on the course, I am there for you on the course too, to support you every single step of the way. Amy, that was beautiful. Wow. I've never seen all of myself like that. It was so nice to embrace all of them. That is so beautiful, Amy. Thank you. Thank you. Exactly. It's like really is. Yeah, it's almost sometimes there's no words, is there? I don't know. Maybe the more I say, I might make it. Danielle, wow, unlocked some massive past trauma at 5 years old. Wow, Danielle, my goodness. And was that straight off, like, because we went to your younger self straight away, didn't we? Or was it as you progressed, as you kind of got older throughout the meditation? So it's quite a long one, isn't it, really? Especially, I think, almost for a live. I don't normally share such a long one, but it's important. It really does. It's so important. So let me know if that was, and anything, as I said before, if you want to share it here, you're in a safe space to do that. But also, if you want to drop me a message, and I will get back to you, maybe not immediately, but as soon as I can. And it will always be within 24 hours, because I'm there for you. Sorry, I'm just catching up. Nina, hi, Nina. Increasingly difficult to love starting at teenager. Walking towards my future self brought tears. I cuddled my 4-year-old to sleep. This was so powerful. Thank you, sweet Liz. Oh, well, thank you, sweet Nina. Yeah. That's really interesting what you said about the inner teenager or starting. Well, we started at 5, but sometimes it's trying to connect with that inner teenager. So that's another live that we're doing. It's another day on the course as well, because the inner teen carries an awful lot of trauma, because we go through an awful lot at that age, don't we? But that was really, that's beautiful. And you cuddled your 4-year-old. That's so lovely. Isn't that love? And it's so difficult, really, when you think about it logically. If you try to explain it logically, like I cuddled my 4-year-old. We just said that something. I go, yeah, okay. But it absolutely works. It's so, so beautiful. So thank you for sharing that. Lucy, picturing myself being born really helped me to easily love myself. However, a lot of resistance to thinking about and loving 16-year-old me when I got my first job. It was a very hard time in my life. Absolutely. Absolutely. So maybe that needs to be something, if you come on the course, you can revisit, obviously, that meditation, because, like it still gets to me after, sharing it. God knows, I have no idea how many times, hundreds and hundreds. So it's really helpful to kind of do this work again and again, because the first time we're going to get somewhere, but each time we peel off another layer of the onion, and really trying to connect. Maybe the teen session, that teen lesson, bonding with the inner teen might help as well with that, Lucy. Just wondering. But thank you for sharing, because that's really powerful. And the being born, that's beautiful, really beautiful. I'm so pleased. Jackie, I can remember good from about 8 and younger. Then past that, it's hard to find good, really hard. Yes. And I really understand that. And I have pockets in my life. It's very difficult for me to see the good too. And we just need to keep digging sometimes. And I think we talked about this before, and I know it's not easy. So I'm not trying to be flippant with this. I'm not trying to be, like just papering over the cracks at all. But sometimes, really trying to think about how you can imagine yourself into a happier childhood. Is there plenty of forgiveness work needed, or are you just not even ready to even think about that at the moment? There's different things. Maybe journaling will help. Questions to ask yourself around all of this, because it truly, truly sets you free. And that's why I say it. That's why I kind of go on about it so much, because honestly, it really, really, it's helped me. Honestly, I'm so, one of the things I do when I go back to Ireland, I feel such a strong connection with my mum. Yes, she did pass away over there, but that's not the reason. It's because, it was because she grew up there. She was born in the old house at the back of in the next field, and she loved it there. And we never really understood why she loved it so much. I think we dismissed a lot of things that she said because she was such a difficult woman to like or love, because she really didn't make it easy for anyone. I don't know how my dad did it. He had the patience really of a saint when I think back. But there's things that have happened in the last couple of years, especially when I'm there on my own. And I just feel such a deep connection. And the forgiveness work, I think, has opened that. And it took a while. I'm not trying to pretend it just happens. It did take a long while, but honestly, it's so worth it. So anyway, I'll leave that there. Otherwise, I could kind of bang on about that enough. Kea. So I just missed. I can't seem to. My mouse isn't moving up easily. Why aren't you come back? My inner child seems to have got hold of my mouse and playing. Right, okay. Nina, so there we go. Increasingly difficult to love. Or have I read this already? No, I have. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's happening with my mouse. Okay, let's slowly go through this. Kea, that's right. Sorry, Nina. I'd read that already. And Kea, it made me realize all the me's I have been. I love them and miss them. Oh, that's beautiful, Kea. Well, that's really beautiful. Yeah, I know. There's an element of sadness around some of this, isn't there? And you can't get away from it, really. But they're all there within you. That's what I try to remind myself. And so we'll be doing that in a minute when we get the photos out. It's you just feel it. You really do feel. It's not just in your imagination. It's not even in your subconscious. It's there. It's part of you, because it formed part of your nervous system as soon as we came out of the womb, because we're experiencing, weren't we? As soon as we came. So you're on a steep learning curve as soon as you're born, aren't you? Or when you think about it. Lucy, Jackie, yes, I understand that. Similar for me. Thank you, Lucy. So that's really, really powerful, because you're sharing. There's so much that other people that will read that and they'll go, oh, me too. That's just how I feel, or just what I've experienced. And they may not want to share right now, and that is also absolutely fine. So you don't want to share, fine. This is obviously not compulsory, but feel safe if you want to. But I get it if you don't, because that used to be me. I used to be at the back of the room in any of these workshops, because if I ever got to the front, I'd never shut up, basically. But yeah, but thank you, Lucy, because that feeling that we're not alone is so powerful. It's yeah. Julie, mum passed away earlier this year, and I've been looking through old photos of me. I've made up an album just of me growing up. Oh, that is gorgeous, Julie. That is so, so lovely. Wonderful. So I think I might have 4 or 5 of just me. And often, like, there's like, I'm going to share it again in a minute. But this one, there's 3 taken at the same sitting. There's one of me well, there used to be one of me in a playpen. I don't know where that is now. A few of me at my first Holy Communion, and something else. Not many, really not many. But what I did, I put them together and made like a little montage for my phone. I don't know what I've done with it, actually. So that was fun for a while, because every time I picked my phone up, I would I would have me looking back at me and saying, I'd say hello. So that's really beautiful, Julie. Really lovely idea. And isn't it lovely to do just you? Because don't we always just put everybody else in those? Well, we might be included, but it's just for you. I love that. I love, love, love that. So I might be stealing that idea because it's such a great idea. Jackie, the end was helpful though, but still very absolutely. I didn't see that emoji is not coming up for me, Jackie, but I'm guessing that maybe is, not good anyway. But yeah, I know. And I'm sorry. I really am sorry. I want this to be a healing situation. Sometimes we need to go there to start the healing. So bless your heart. And Jackie, I usually find it hard to visualize and was able to follow along and see my future self with arms outstretched. So truly powerful. Thank you. Oh, that's amazing, Jackie. Yeah, it's really interesting when we have difficulty visualizing. I try to say it beforehand. I don't always remember, but if you're in a situation where that's true for you, then just tell yourself that you can imagine it, because we can imagine stuff, can't we? And then before you know it, you're actually visualizing, but you've just not put that label on it. Does that make sense? So I often will say imagine or I think I did say that at one stage, imagine or visualize. Thank you so much, Danielle, for your donation. That's really, really kind of you. Much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. Kat, a beautiful exercise. Oh, thank you. And also just proves to myself how my brain is hardwired to remember the negative or scary. What a great point. What a great point. Even though I know there are many good times too, they were more difficult to recall. Thanks, anxiety, for trying to keep me safe. Yes, but I don't always need your input, lol. No, exactly. Like, thank you for sharing. That's one of Louise's, like I shared with my client last week. Like, thank you for sharing. I choose to let you go. I choose to believe these thoughts. So it's so true. It's because it's like it's where you've always been. You may be bloody miserable there, but it's what you know. So it's safe. Yeah. Does it make sense? No. But that's such a good point. Such a good point. And there were. And we need to keep reminding ourselves of that. So that's really lovely. Thank you for sharing. Daniel, yes, right from the beginning, just realized when my anxiety began at 5, having massive panic if being left alone or without my family. Yes. And that is, that says it all, doesn't it? Because that is there. It's always there with you until you really, with intention, consciously say, it is safe for me to let this go now. It's safe. And that's, honestly, being safe is the fundamental one, isn't it? We can't go anywhere, do anything without feeling safe. So powerful. Thank you for this is amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Pierre, thank you, Liz. This practice for me makes self-love to prosper and glow. I'll surely take your call. Oh, that'd be wonderful, Pierre. It'd be great to have you there. It really would be lovely to have you there. Thank you so much. Lucy, love that cat. I'll have to remember to say that to my anxiety. Yes, love you guys are incredible. You really are. Kat, yes, sometimes I just have to tell my thoughts to excuse themselves. Exactly. Yes. Thank you. Not right now though. And that's the thing, because sometimes we think we've got to, like a bit with that, what Louise was saying about out. Sometimes we need to do it, treat our subconscious not as the enemy, but as someone we want to keep on our side, so that we can because we want the subconscious to keep on to the good stuff, and the subconscious needs to be there. It just needs to let go and embrace new beliefs, and that's how we go about that. Kat, my heart goes out to you, Julie. I lost my mom a few years ago too. Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, really good point there, because I didn't mention that. So we are so sorry for your loss. It's really hard, but I just love the fact what you're doing with that album. I just think that's really, really beautiful. Yeah, really beautiful. Jackie, lol, even though I know it will be hard, I think your course will be helpful. Jack, I know, and yeah, it's a little bit like the forgiveness one, really. The forgiveness one is just the same, but it has to be the right time. That's the thing. And it's okay if it's not. So some of it, like when we get to the parent wound one, some of it I do say, if this is going too far, just stop and come back to it another time, or just skip to the next day. I think I say something like that anyway, because I don't know what you're, I am not had your experience, and so I'm not. It's not for me to say yes, this is good for you, because we are, for some of it. Obviously, we're going in a little bit deeper each time, and it just might be too much, and that's okay. It's really important. So go with what comes up. You can always do the course again. Just roll with it almost. But yeah, and I'm there. I will be there to support you, honestly, and be with you on the course, Jackie. I really will. Oh, thank you, Monica. Sending you love, Julie. Sending you love. Jackie, when I can see how emotional it makes me, I know I need to do a lot of work. Exactly. I know. And but also sometimes, I used to be so hard on myself because I was always told I was too sensitive, too gushy, too emotional, whatever. And sometimes I just say, that's okay. Because sometimes we push it down, don't we, as well? So we need to let it out. It's getting that fine balance. I think that's what it's all about, isn't it? So I think that's really powerful, really powerful. Oh. Kat, I relate to that, Danielle. Myself at a later age, not an easy thing. No, definitely not. No. Like I said before, this work isn't necessarily easy, but it's crucial. It's so crucial. Oh, I'm loving all the love. I really am. That's what this group's all about. Kat, good to know I'm not the only one. That's something that kept coming up in the meditation, is feeling alone. Yeah, that was my big one. I have I'm still working through the abandonment stuff, and the rejection stuff and all the rest of it. So it's all a work in progress with all of us. But this work does really, really help. It frees you a little bit more each time. That's what's so lovely about it. Jackie, you're right, Liz. I do often say I'm not good at visualizing. I'm going to start imagining. Yeah, exactly. It's just changing it around. And there are some people that literally, I think it's quite a small percentage of the population, but they literally cannot visualize. But I think sometimes we just say to someone, imagine, like for instance, if I imagine myself as 10, the only thing practically I know that on my 10th birthday, I was given, it gives you, a pair of hot pants, because they were the thing back in the day. Well, they've come back and out, don't they, all the time? But so I remember hot pants being big. But the biggest thing is that I went down, my friend who lived around the corner came to see me. And, we're not friends now, but we kind of just love, not out of any big reason, but she was a funny thing, because whenever she felt jealous, she would start to ridicule me. Aren't we lovely to each other when you think about it? And so I remember being really happy that day, but also she made me cry. Do you know what I mean? It's like those weird memories. But I vividly remember, I used to love clothes even then. I remember I loved those hot pants. Love them. Such a strong memory. Oh dear. Hey, Danielle, it was the same for me. I had a lot of fear and anxiety as a child, a lot of separation anxiety around my parents leaving me. Yeah, but yes, it's big. Whatever the traumas are we've gone through in life. And somebody came on one day and said about, reframing what we say, changing things to life experiences and so. I think it's okay to say what something is. If you've been through some shit, it's okay to say it. It doesn't mean it has to stick to you forever and you've got to go on about it forever. But say what it is, well, not say what it is, but just mean if there was a trauma, there was a trauma. And sometimes by acknowledging it, we can start to let it go, not push it down, not feel that we're being ignored, not feeling like it doesn't matter, because that's the old stories, isn't it? That's what we've been living. That has been the life experience, that whatever we've been through, we probably couldn't tell people, or we weren't heard, or we weren't actually acknowledged. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent, but you know, it's important. Jackie, thank you so much for your donation. I really appreciate, you guys are wonderful. Thank you very, very much. Jackie, I wish I could donate. No, could donate more. Looking for a new job at the moment, and I'm confident I will find a good one. Well, we all are, and we're all sending you so much positive vibes, so much love and light for you to get that job. Not so that you can donate more. You can come and that was a joke, by the way. You can come along and review some of my tracks. That always helps. Also, this is a new thing that well, maybe not necessarily a new thing, but I'm putting together more tracks that are daily listening. But a lot of my tracks are really, really helpful, like meditations for listening again and again. So that really helps me with my presence here on Insight Timer. So there are always ways to help, even if you can't donate. So I appreciate both, either, whatever you can manage. But we are all sending you lots of love for your, for finding your dream job, really dream job. So fabulous. Thank you again. Hi, Brooke. Oh, lovely to have you here. I was thinking of you earlier when I was talking about connecting to the inner child. That's what my stepsister and dad would do. Yeah, what was that my reference to being ignored and not being able to speak what it was going on? I just feel that was very much my childhood and teenage years, and actually nearly all my life. Definitely. Hi, James. Greetings, Liz, from Washington, D.C. Great to have you here, James. Lovely to have you here. Danielle, okay, it was difficult for me to even imagine hugging myself because I was upset and panicked, which is maybe where my difficulty with self-love now stems from. Yeah, I mean, it's all entangled, isn't it, Danielle? It really is all kind of entangled. Because I mean, I was left on my own, like every day, all day. And you obviously you learn that, well, that's what life is. You get used to it because you learn to entertain yourself, you learn to go into your imagination, whatever it might be. But there is a sense of abandonment because the woman was in the next room, but she couldn't. That's what I realize now. She couldn't interact with me because she wasn't able. But we don't know that. We don't understand those things when we're children. So we just get a sense of being abandoned. And that goes in deep. It really does. So we think, well, what's wrong with me? There's something that we think inside. Well, what's wrong? Why? There must be something wrong with me. Otherwise, because sometimes she would come and pick me up. Not very often. But, you think, oh, that's amazing. Yeah. And it wasn't just me either. She was, we had, there were four of us. And yeah, it's sad. It's very, very sad. But the forgiveness does help. So I really, really get that. I really understand that. Brooke put me down when I was up. Oh, yeah, I love that one. Love that one, Brooke. I wonder if she learned. Yeah, often it was learnt behavior, wasn't it? And also it was a form sometimes of feeling like having approval from him, from the parent figure. So by putting you down, and also often I always think that being put down it's so weird, but it's a way it makes them feel better. It doesn't make any sense, but that's the only thing that makes sense to me, especially my ex-husband. It really, literally in front of me, it made him feel better. I could see it. Danielle, I hear you. Oh, giving you a virtual hug. Love that. Jackie, I think pushing it down was how I survived. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Absolutely. All the coping strategies and all the how you managed. So I'll have a lot to unpack. Absolutely. No, that makes complete and utter sense. Thank you. It's wonderful to hear all this because it's just, we're kind of really chewing over it, aren't we? It is nice to feel okay with, if I start, I can take a break if it gets too hard. Absolutely. Always. Because I'm a person who hates not finishing or skipping steps. Yes. And again, that probably comes from somewhere in your childhood, that feeling that you've got to finish everything. Because you really don't. I mean, I want you to, because it's my course and I want you to be there, and but you don't, you know, give yourself permission, give yourself some slack, you know, it's okay. And also, it might not be the right time, so just give it a go, see how you are. I'm with you. Sometimes it's good, sometimes if something, I always find, if it doesn't resonate, it could be that it just doesn't resonate, it's just not right for you. Or it could be that it's your subconscious saying, oh, don't go there, this is just too much, I can't deal with this is not safe ground, or whatever it might be, your nervous system just going into overdrive. That's when you can start to say, it could be just quiet reflection, it could be journaling, whatever works for you. And say, well, what's this about? Is this resistance, or is it that I just don't get it, I don't want to do this? And that's okay, that's always okay. Hi Jessica, lovely to have you here. Oh, wonderful, great to have you here. Brooke, sick. It's and it's always like, how damaged do they have to be? That's where they get, you know, because I always used to think my ex-husband, definitely, he lost his dad when he was 7, and he went through trauma, but of course he took it all out on me later on in life. But the thing is that how damaged was he that he actually took pleasure from all the pain he inflicted on me, and also what the children witnessed, he didn't care. And yeah, so it's big, it really is big. Brooke, I grew never wanting to hurt someone that way. I know it doesn't make, I wouldn't even think of it most of the time, just, you know, like, why would you even think of saying some of the things or doing some of the things? I can't imagine the gratification one has for harming another human or animal, verbal, I know, physical, I know. A lot of forgiveness work after doing a lot of anger work, because we need to express our emotions, that's the other thing. Brooke, my grief best friend shared with me yesterday, her mother beat her since she was a toddler. It's unreal to me. I know. It is, it really is. I know that there aren't words sometimes for the amount of pain that's inflicted, so I'm not trying to take any of that away, you know, to mean you know, I don't mean that, I mean like almost pretending it doesn't happen, or it doesn't. Everything has a place here, and so it's important that you share that as well. Thank you, Brooke. It's all of it is important. Jackie, learning so much from everyone's comments and shares here. Always incredible, isn't it? Oddly, I'm finding gratitude in not working at the moment, so I have time to work on myself. That's always a good, exactly. There's always something to be grateful for that opportunity. Absolutely. Am I saying absolutely a lot? It's about time. I keep gently saying to myself, that's enough. You can let it go now. Beautiful. That's lovely, Jackie. And you're so right about all the sharings. It always is incredible. And me putting all the ages together was very helpful. Yeah, my mother died when I was 7 years old. I see all the ages in the meditation and realize my life was never healed since. Yes. Feels as if I've also died a little with her. Oh, Amik. Yeah. Because that's such a pivotal, it's such an age, isn't it? 7. And so I always used to think, this was before I even knew about inner child work whatsoever. I knew that my ex was always, really all the time, was running, everything was running as if he was 7. That's how he looked at the world all the time, for so many things. Financial, you know, obviously how he was around us, but lots of areas in his life. It was, yeah. Brooke, this work we've been doing helped me to support her. We know that we aren't the victim. We're also in a 12-step. Oh, okay, yeah, 12-step program. That's wonderful. That's really, really good, Brooke. Really good. And the thing is, sometimes that's what we need, isn't it? A support system around us, however we're going to find it. Fabulous. So Thank you so much for sharing, every one of you. Thank you. We can't say no, exactly. No, because that again is running the past story. It's like, who's driving the bus? Is it my victim inner child, or is it me right now? So, do you have your photo of yourself? So this is mine. Let me hold it up a bit closer. I think I showed it before. I think I may have shown the other one. So I've got three. Yeah. So you can see with Paul and Cindy. So they were big back in the 60s, and that's what we had in the UK. I'm not sure if Barbie and Ken were even. I don't know if they were sold, but that's what we had in the UK with a lovely tweed skirt. It's kind of almost Mary Quantish, I think. Really makes me laugh. Monica, thank you everyone who shared your experiences and comments. Help us all. Exactly. Absolutely, Monica. It's amazing, isn't it, how it does? So if you can't find a photo, or maybe you don't even have one, or you don't have it right now, you can just close your eyes if that's safe for you to do to do that. And maybe you can recall an image of yourself. Somebody, lovely person on the call, said that she hasn't got any photos and she can't remember. I think it's before the age of 12. She can't really remember. So this is when you just need to tap into your imagination. Let your inner guidance, let your inner being guide you, and just imagine, just pretend that you can see yourself in your mind's eye. If you did do a picture last week on Friday and you've got your picture that you drew with your non-dominant hand, you can look at that. Whatever you've got, you can use. So you can still do that exercise. Okay. My mum built me a Barbie closet. Oh, they were gorgeous. I loved them. Well, I don't think I'd want one now, but I loved them back then. They look, yeah. Also made a kimono for her. She was an amazing designer. That's beautiful. Love those memories. Love these memories. That's beautiful. Okay. So wherever you've got your image, your photo, either you're looking at it like I am, you've got your eyes closed, you're imagining it or remembering a memory, or you're looking at your drawing. I want you now to look at yourself. Really look at that picture. You might even be looking at it more than you've ever looked at it before. Sometimes we just go, oh yeah, really look at every detail. Look at your face, your hair. What are you wearing? What are you doing in the picture? Are you just sitting there like I am? Or are you standing up? Are you with other people? So whatever, if it's your mental image, really go there. Trust that you can see this. And just look at that little girl, that little boy, that little child. How can we possibly be whole or healed if we are rejecting any part of ourselves? Healing is to make ourselves whole again. So look at yourself in this picture and love yourself. Really love that child. Love every part of yourself and be whole. And it's so important to know how that child felt, because our patterns for love were learned as a child. If there were hugs and kisses, warmth and affection, and you were encouraged and praised, well, you will expect that. You'll expect the same thing as an adult. On the other hand, if love was slamming doors and yelling and screaming, or disapproving silence and unreasonable expectations, or even brutality, this will be your inner emotional connection as love. I needed to use those inverted commas because we know it's not, but that's what we learn inside. So if as a child you looked for love and all you found was pain, what will you find when you grow up and look for love? Yes, more pain. So this insight, boy, did it help me. It helped me so much. It made so much sense to so many things that had happened to me in my life. But this insight might help you understand some or all of your relationships better. Until you release the old patterns, you will attract people who will give you pain. And blaming the other person is useless. Because I tried that as well. We need to change the patterns within us. And this is what this course and these lives are all about. We cannot release the past if we don't know what there is to release. Alfie wants to do some inner puppy work. He's got so many pictures of him as a puppy. So we need to see what those negative beliefs are within us. So that's why it's a really, really good idea to check in with your inner child as much as you can. So let me know how you're, you can put your photo down if you like, or you can carry on looking at it. But maybe if you can manage to just pop something into the comments, just let me know if you've had your photo with you, what you're doing, what you're looking at. I love to know, just a really brief description. Are you on holiday? Are you at home? I also recall Louise Hay saying somewhere, and I couldn't find it for the life of me where she said it, that she had a photo of herself enlarged to about 6 foot. I think she said something like that anyway. And she put it up in her bedroom so she could connect and nurture her inner child every day. I mean, that's something, isn't it? So I didn't go that far, but it did inspire. Oh, I'm losing my necklace. Oh, that's weird. But it did inspire me to. I'm so glad that came off now. I love this so much. Goodness, if I lost this somewhere else. Okay, let's put you over there. So I put a photo of myself by my bed. I just put it up like inside a frame of a picture. For a while I had it right by my bed, but I didn't want it to get, these are old and I didn't want it to get any more damaged. So I wanted to put it up. So the idea was that I would look at it every day and I would say to her, I love you. I would say, how are you doing? I would just say hi sometimes. Sometimes I forget. It was just, if I remembered as I was going past. So obviously, if you do have one that's enlarged to 6 foot, then you're never going to miss it. So, so that's mine, as I've just shared. So, oh, fantastic, Lucy. I'm in my older sister's bedroom, dressed in her clothes and looking like I find it. Oh, looking like I find absolutely hilarious. Oh, that's brilliant. You're dressed in her clothes. So should she know about that at the time? That's brilliant. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, I have one by my desk since a few months. The smile I bring there at 6 years old always helps me to feel happier. Beautiful. It's amazing, isn't it? It's so, so powerful. Ganesh. I'm sorry to read that, Ganesh. I'm really sorry to read that. I'm having bad luck in everything I do. Help. Is there anyone you can reach out to? Because I think this platform, that there's a help thing on your profile. If you go to your profile, I'm sure of it. If you go into your settings somewhere, there are kind of help numbers. There's so much information, because obviously I'm not able to do that right here. I'm really sorry. I don't mean to kind of throw you off. But if it's serious, you need to go and find some help straight away. And we're with you, and we are sending you our love, but I don't know if we can really help. I can help you here. So maybe either drop me a message directly on my profile, but go to your profile and check out numbers. There's so much information there. I'm absolutely sure of it. I'm not dreaming this, am I? Guys, somebody help me out here very quickly, if you wouldn't mind. Yes. Under your crisis support, so it's under your profile, under settings, and there's lots of emergency hotlines for different countries. There's lots of help there. Please reach out to someone, Ganesh. I would suggest you do that rather than trying to get help here now, because it sounds like it might be too urgent for that. So we're sending you so much love and good wishes. If it's not urgent and you want to do some inner child work, then you're in the right place. Okay. Molly, I'm on the swing set slide, sitting, looking timid, and my sister, the one I am still closest to, is on another part of the swing. Oh, that's gorgeous. Set, looking over and keeping an eye on me as she still does. Oh, Molly, that's beautiful. Love that. Love, love, love that, Molly. Ah, Monica. Oh, this is great. Thank you so much. I didn't even, it's just something I just thought I'd just ask, just in case you had time to do that. It's so beautiful. Oh, I have a huge painting of myself when I was 4 years old. It's in the closet. I'm going to pull it out. Fabulous. My dad had it made in the Philippines when he was stationed there. Thanks for the idea, Liz. I love that, Monica. How gorgeous. So yeah, put it up. Put it up so you can really talk to your inner little one every day. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Jessica, what if your early childhood was very pleasant? I always look at it fondly. Whenever I see my old photos, I love that girl. I had plenty of praise and love. Sure, my mum wasn't home as much and dad modeled anxious behavior, but my childhood was lovely. It really doesn't completely explain my current mental health issues, besides dad's modeling, of course. Yeah, I mean, that's a really good point, Jessica. Maybe the course of these lives might not be the right thing for you right now. I don't really know. However, we're not, this isn't about digging up only bad stuff. We want to look at everything, every part. And there might be something in there when you're doing some of this work that comes up that you weren't really aware of. And that's where the magic starts to happen. As I say again and again, I can't believe I've not actually said it yet this week or today. Magic always happens on the other side of awareness. So there may be some memories, something might come up for you from doing the course or the lives or both. So have a think about that. And also, I mean, I do say it a few times, and I definitely say it within the course. We're not not even the most wonderful parents knew everything. They did the best they could. That they didn't know everything. And so, like you said, you modeled your anxiety. Maybe there may have been some anxiety because your mum wasn't home as much as as you might like, or well, not might like, needed. Okay, maybe there was something around that. As you say, like learning from your dad and his anxiety. So sometimes it could be that this is just a little gentle unraveling, just gentle letting off. So I wouldn't, you're more than welcome to come on the course, and I will support you. But it doesn't have to be deep, deep, deep as well for you. Maybe there might be just some interesting aha moments, or you know what I mean. So that I would go with it with gentle curiosity, with some plenty of compassion always, but also just like, let's see what happens here. This is interesting. And that might be just right for you. I hope that all makes sense. Oh, thank you, Molly. Sending you love, Ganesh. Exactly. Molly, I keep this photo out because I love to see it and think how far that little girl. Sorry, little girl and I have come and laugh. fabulous. She would be so surprised and happy that we are wild and brave. And well, we did. Yeah, gorgeous. I love that, Molly. I know. It's lovely, isn't it? And it's reminding your little child, the little girl inside, the little boy, that little child inside, that you've got them. They're safe. And everything's going to be okay. So it's like it's a duality with this. It's really interesting, because obviously that's within us, but it's also we can project that. Does that make sense? And I have a picture of me at about 4 years old, standing between the two front chairs of the car with a little bouquet of wild flowers between my little fist. Guess we've just paused the drive and picked oh, that's gorgeous. I mean, I can see it. I can see this little child, and it's like, just love that. With your little fist holding your flowers. You're very welcome, Ganesh. We are here for you, but we may not be the best place for you. And that's what I really want to emphasize. Thank you, Jennifer. Take care, Ganesh. Sending sympathy and courage to you. Yeah. Thank you. Brooke, so cute, Monica. Yeah. Fabulous. Fabulous. I'm excited to pull it out. I can't wait to hear all about it. Jessica, that's what I think too. Oh, good. Thanks. Yeah, absolutely. Good. Yes, that's great. Lucy, oh, it's so really beautiful. So you probably don't need reminding, but I am here to support you. And the classroom of the course really enables me to do that kind of on an individual basis. Obviously, I'm doing it here with the comments. We're all here, here together. But also, I can answer each individual comment with whatever support I can give. And also, affirmation cards, of course, go alongside on the comments as well, because I love to share them within the courses as well. So my goodness, wow. Can you believe it's nearly 7 o'clock? But my next live event is this Thursday. Goodness, you're going to be seeing if you join those. This Thursday, 1st of August at the same time. So that's 5 p.m. UK time. So whatever the time was when you joined, that will be the time. If you joined at the beginning of the session, I'm kind of, and that's crazy, isn't it? 1st of August. I can't quite believe. I kind of feel that maybe it's because I've been doing a fair bit. Sometimes makes the month fly even more. I kind of feel like we're just at the beginning of July still. So the session is all about letting go of July with gratitude and welcoming in a truly abundant August. We're going to tap into the power of 3, so I can't hold my fingers up. It's a number rooted in magic and mystery. So spiritually speaking, 3 is the number of alignment. The number 3 is universal as an innate expression of nature. It is earth, sun, and moon, the human blend of body, mind, and spirit. In numerology, which I really don't know anything about, but I've just stolen this comment. Number 3 is considered a symbol of abundance and an expression of the creative spirit. So why wouldn't I steal that? So for this 1st of the month live, we're going to do things slightly differently. Oh, this has been truly wonderful. Thank you. You're so welcome, Lucy. So welcome. And thank you so much for your donation. So kind of you. Thank you very much. Oh, yes, we can suddenly see your picture. Okay, I downloaded this app just now. Hope I'll be better now on. Absolutely. But go and check out those numbers, because I'm pretty sure, there'll be a number for wherever you are in the world. So, and or drop me a message, but, stay safe, because there's people here that want you to stay safe. So for Thursday, this Thursday, the 1st of August, can you bring basically 3 things you want to let go of from July? So 3 things that you just think, yes, I'm ready to let that go. So you can write them down. Bring 3 things that you are grateful from July. So no matter how bad it was, if it was bad, are there 3 things that you're grateful for? And we can often find just 3 things, even if it's just, well, I'm here. I'm still here. I'm grateful for that. I have a roof over my head. You know, that sort of thing. Or you can go as grand as you like, which is entirely up to you. So bring 3 intentions then as well that you wish to be supercharged for August. It's my favorite thing to do. So to enhance the experience, also bring any items that hold personal meaning to you. So candles, incense, crystals. So I've got my aventurine here, which I always love. Don't ask me what this one does. I can't remember. But look, I've got this. I love this. My citrine, which helps with, it's a kind of prosperity, abundance, confidence. It's linked to the solar plexus. So, you know, personal power, love a bit of personal power, all that sort of thing. It could be herbs, it could be a journal, you know, basically anything that's going to make you feel abundant. I like to throw something on as well that makes me feel abundant. And after we've gently let go of what we need to and felt the gratitude in our bodies for the month of July, your 3 intentions for an abundant August will be amplified and supercharged, which is such a special ceremony. As I said, I just love it, love it, love it. Now, fabulous. So you're from India. Yeah, Monica, great point. The app is really helpful. So go and have a look, and there'll be numbers, I'm sure, absolutely sure, for India. So if it's not urgent, there is so much here on the app that can support you as far as meditations, courses. Well, maybe not courses at this stage if you're not, if you've only just downloaded, but you know what I mean? There's lots of meditations and lots of lives. Just allow yourself to be brought into them and trust that you've been guided to this as well. I always love that when I see something just when I need it, I know the universe is nudging me into that direction. So we're nearly at the end. I am really, actually, the dog is nudging me. So unless, is it Petouche? Petouche, are you still here? If not, we all kind of think about wrapping up, because I need my dinner. And we've been on for nearly 2 hours again. Can you believe that? It's just, amazing. I mean, don't get me wrong, amazing. As always, there isn't one session that isn't amazing when I come up. I truly mean that. I'm always like, whoa, this is just every time. And it's down to you guys, because obviously I come up, I bring myself here and what I'm doing, but it would be nothing without you, absolutely nothing. So thank you so much. Jessica, you have many like-minded souls here, Ganesh. Exactly, such a good point, Jessica. I understand how hard life can be. Be well. That's beautiful. That's so true. So true. Thank you. So lower right-hand corner, if you would like to follow me, you can click on my profile to follow. There, my meditations are on there, my live event schedule. So basically Thursday is on there at the moment. I think I might put on next week's now. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the 9th or something. I'm going to be able to do it. Meditations, also to directly message me, and my link tree. So link to my website and to my online calls. So if you have found this live event helpful in any way, and you want to support me, of course, I truly, really appreciate the donations. Thank you very much. But you can also support me by listening to my meditations. And if you like some of the ones that might help you on a daily basis, that will really help my presence here on Insight Timer, but also my courses, my tracks. And of course, I love it. I love seeing a comment on my courses. I love supporting people. I love that energy that we all create, like we do here. I love this. And I love seeing the reviews every day. My inner child especially loves seeing the reviews. It just fills my heart. to know that this work really helps people. So yeah, so all of that. And I just think the relationships that we build here are really rich and strong. Yeah, so that's it. And Meek is just check. Oh, let me. Sorry, I've just missed some messages here. I hope I've not missed anybody else out. Brooke, so much gratitude to you, Liz, and everyone. Oh, bless you. Bless your heart, Brooke. Thank you so much. Yeah, Monica, Jessica, so true. Just found you. I'm now following. Oh, Lisa, thank you so much. I might get up to 1,200. I love that. And everyone else. Yeah, yeah, fabulous. Thank you, Brooke. And Meek, thank you, Liz, for this lovely live. And thank you all for sharing your experiences here with each other. I know it's everything, isn't it? Really is, really, really makes. I kind of think the courses, it makes the courses. So if you're already on the courses, if you do the lives alongside, it's just going to make it even more profound. There's a beauty in both, but together, wow. Molly, thank you, Liz, and everyone. You're so welcome. Thank you, Molly. Thank you for, honestly, it's amazing. Oh, bless you, Karina. Just found you. So grateful for that. Well, I'm so grateful for you. Thank you so much. You're so welcome, Kat. Thank you. Yeah, 9th of August is a Friday, yes. So it might have to be the 9th because I'll be in Ireland by then. So I'm just kind of trying to think of when I'll be able to do it. I mean, let's have a smooth and safe journey to Ireland. Thank you so much. Well, I'll be hopefully seeing you on the 1st, hopefully seeing you on Thursday. And you can supercharge because that'll be one of my intentions. Ganesh, I'm grateful for that. I'm here at this moment. That's beautiful, Ganesh. That's wonderful. We're really grateful to have you here too. And I'm glad that you feel safe here. I really do. Oh, bless you, Liz. Happy and safe travels. Oh, thank you so much, Monica. Thank you. And Brooke, thank you so much for your donation. Really is appreciated. So we're going to end this live because you've all been showing your gratitude. But I also want to really make it a focus part of the end of each of my lives because gratitude, well, it's everything. It really is. It changes so much in your life. So let's just allow a little bit of gratitude or an awful lot of gratitude and appreciation to really kind of enter your hearts, let it wash all over you. And I want to just thank you again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining this live. Thank you so much. Thank you for following me. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for all of your comments, all your contribution. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for your reviews on my courses and on my tracks. Thank you for joining my courses. And thank you for interacting there. All of it. I am so grateful to all of you. So thank you so much. And if you want to build on a practice of gratitude or even introduce it, if you're kind of out of practice or whatever your thing might be, this is my group here on Insight Timer, Liz Doyle's Gratitude and Support Group. So that is the group on Insight Timer. There is no pressure to share gratitudes every day. You do what is right for you. But if it's something that you want to kind of introduce more, then this is the perfect place because there's no judgment. It's safe. It's just full of love, actually, that group. It really is plain old love. Also, my Louise Hay, if you want to kind of have a daily gratitude practice in the form of a meditation, you might like. I'm getting some lovely reviews on that. So that's really kind. So I'm very grateful for that. Let me just pop that in. So it's Louise Hay Gratitude Meditation. So that's really might be a useful one too. Let me just check. I might go on a little trip with my husband. So I think I have to skip the next live. Glad it's not the inner child session. I'm missing. Oh, well, okay, excellent, good. Well, we'll miss you for the 1st because it's a kind of, even though we do it once a month, I just get so much out of it. But have a lovely trip. Are you going away in the camper van and things? That sounds really lovely. I always love hearing your gratitudes from your camper van. So, guys, thank you so much for being here. And I will see you hopefully on Thursday if you can make it. Bye.